Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about this idea that are the people in charge, quote unquote in charge, and the authority figures, are they really better than us? Do they know more than us, right? Are they more qualified to tell you how to run your life and what to do, right? We're going to be talking about it in this video, and I'm going to unpack this a little bit because it's no secret, right? Everywhere we look, we got someone telling us what to do, even though it may not feel right in our body. It may not sound right. It may not look right, right? But we got these people telling us, no, you don't know what to do. I know what to do, right? We know what to do. You're not informed. You don't have the data. You don't have the science behind you. I got to tell you one thing and go on a quick tangent here before I jump in. I don't know about you, but I am so tired of the media cutting to science or papers or data to support the message that the media is saying, right? I don't care how much data you have. If it doesn't feel right in my body, like my body wisdom, and hopefully your body wisdom is, I listen to my body wisdom. Hopefully you're listening to your body wisdom, right? I don't care how many scientists, quote unquote scientists or quote unquote studies you show me. If it doesn't feel right intuitively, because that's what I listen to, that's what guides me. If it doesn't feel right to me or sound right to me from the inner knowing, I don't care how much science you have behind it, right? You can speak till you're blue in the face. I don't trust you, right? Because you are suspect to me. Right? What you're saying is suspect. And then if you back it up, it's also suspect. The whole thing's out, right? So in this video, I want to remind you that right? You're smart. You are in charge of you. You have connection, the same connection, and this is my point of the video. You have the same connection to source or God or intelligence or divine than they do. I don't care who you are, Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, Elon Musk, Bezos. I don't care who they are. We have to remember they're human beings, and you and I are human beings, and all human beings have the exact same connection to source or God as everyone else, right? And therefore, no human being is better or worse than another human being. Now, this doesn't let us off the hook in doing our own research and in cultivating our own connection to our own divinity and our own intuition, right? We have responsibility. And it also doesn't mean that we're not going to take counsel or advice from people who know more than us, right? But at the end of the day, and I've said this for a while now, ever since this mess started happening, at the end of the day, we may take the counsel of doctors or lawyers or public officials or government officials if you choose to do that, right? See, I don't choose to do that much anymore because they're all suspect to me, right? My red flags, there's so many red flags going off now that I don't listen to them. And if I do listen to them, it's only to see what they're saying, engage what they're saying so that I can, go and do my own research because I do want to keep up on it. A couple months ago, well, a month ago or so, I watched a news clip. I don't watch the news on regular mainstream media, but I did watch a news clip on YouTube. And I was appalled and amazed and astonished. All the A's, right? I was amazed at the fear mongering that was going on in these clips. They were so well crafted, right? They were pulling you in. They were tugging at your heartstrings. They were talking about people who passed away. Bless those souls, right? You and I know that the reason people are passing away from the big C, is because they're not being treated properly in the beginning, right? I had it. I know what went down. It was horrible. And you know what happened to me when I went to my healthcare practitioners? I went to 2 different places, 3 times, 2 different places. I was just told to go home and wait it out. That's exactly what I was told to do. Until, and heaven forbid it didn't, or thank heaven it didn't get worse. And I may do a video about this in the future to share my experience because I think it might be helpful and relevant. Thank heaven it didn't get worse. And I did not need to be hospitalized. I had no drugs whatsoever. I didn't have any because I wasn't receiving any treatment from quote unquote doctors, right? This video is getting a little controversial, but you know what? I kind of don't care. I have to walk a fine line here on YouTube because I don't want my channel to get axed like some other channels have gotten axed. So I have to be really careful because I put a lot of work into this, and I'm not gonna lose this. So I have to be careful what I say. So I'm not going to go too far down that road. But just know that you and I know that some doctors have not been treating patients in the way that they should have, because they've been listening to our officials and our government, right? And that's a big mistake, and that's all going to come out. That's going to come out in the future. I'm a firm believer of that. The truth always prevails, and especially right now in this age of awakening, where you cannot hide the truth anymore. This is why they're kicking and screaming so much, and why they're using so much coercion and collusion to try to get us to do what they want to do. But again, let's circle back to my point here, which I wanted to share with you. And I want to really emphasize this. You are enough. You know what to do. You know what your gut's telling you to do. Do your research. Don't rely on these people to do your research for you, because if you rely on them, as we have for many years, that's why we're in this predicament that we're in, right? We've entertained ourselves with movies and Netflix and sports, and we've bought, we spent time at the mall and shopping online, and we've been living the American dream. If you live in America, right? We've been living the dream. Now it's time to pay those bills that we've been pushing off for too long. I meet a lot of people who still don't want to know what's going on. They don't want to dig deeper, right? And to that point, let me just say this. I don't know 100% what's going on, right? I'm not going to be like our officials, our health officials, and our political officials, our politicians, and say, I know, this is it, you got to do it, tested and approved, safe and effective, all that stuff. I'm not going to say that, because I'm a human being, right? And I am prone to getting things wrong. I sometimes get things wrong. I make mistakes. I'm a human, right? I have errors in perception. I don't know what these clowns run in our country, how they don't have any errors in perception. They're human beings as well, but it seems like everything they say is the 100% truth, right? See, you and I know better, right? That's one of the red flags that flew up, one of many, right? I'm joking a little bit about this, but the reality is that all I can do as a human being is gather all the data that I can, right? Do all the research that I can, searching videos, listen to interviews, listen to doctors from both sides, listen to the health officials, look with my own eyes. Like, am I seeing what they're telling me is going down? I'm not seeing it, right? And mind you, I had it, but I'm not seeing what they're telling me is going down. So red flag number 55,000, right? A whole bunch of red flags in this. My point is this. Please do your homework. Please know that they're no better than you. I don't care how many billions or millions a person has. Everyone is connected to source in the same exact way that you and I are, right? Every human being on the planet. I don't care whoever it is. Do not ever subjugate the way you feel and the way you know something because someone tells you. And also to this point, and a lot of people fell into this trap, and again, by the grace of God, I did not, because I could have just as easily fallen in. And the reason I didn't fall into this trap is because I haven't watched mainstream media in, could be 8 to 10 years, and I don't listen to politicians. In fact, when I don't listen to politicians, and if I do listen to politicians, I assume everything they're telling me is a straight up lie, right? I take zero counsel from these people, because I know that I didn't give millions of dollars to their campaign, right? And I know the people who did give millions of dollars to the campaign, they listen to those people, right? And so they're not listening to me. So that's a little bit of a tangent, but my point is this. Do your own research. Listen to your heart, listen to your wisdom, listen to your body wisdom, and don't rely on these people to do your thing for you. And remember, please remember that you're connected to Source and God the same way they are, right? I just remembered my point that I lost earlier here, and it is this. Don't allow yourself to live in fear, right? Don't be fearful of life or of something that might kill you, right? Remember, we're all going to die at some point in time. The question is, are you going to live, right? That's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm living while I'm alive. I don't focus on fear. I slayed that dragon years ago because for many years I lived in fear. Fear of what people would think of me, fear of whether people like me or not, fear of whether I'm good enough, fear of whether I'm ready to do what I want to do. I slayed that dragon years ago. Now, it doesn't mean I don't have to slay it occasionally now and then, but I slayed the majority of the dragon years ago, and I jumped in and started speaking my truth and expressing myself, right? Because for years, I didn't do that to the degree that I wanted to. I wanted to express myself more, but I was living in fear. And the reason I bring this up is many people made a decision about what to do with their lives and their health based on what they were being told and the fear mongering and the story of fear that was being portrayed in front of them in a very elaborate and sophisticated way, I may add, right? And again, the reason that I didn't fall into it, like I alluded to, one, I never listened to those clowns because I have zero use for them. Two, I am tuned into my intuition, right? And those are the two main things, right? I just don't trust them. I don't trust media. I don't trust political officials. I don't trust health officials. I know too much, right? I know too much. And I think you know too much as well, right? I'll be honest with you. I find more people think like you and I think than they think, than the political officials think. And you know what? I think this scares them. I think they know this, right? I don't believe the numbers when they say this many people have the V and this many people have the C. You know what the V and the C is, right? I don't believe it. I don't believe anything they say. I just don't, because they've always lied to me. They've always lied to us. Their track record is one of deceit and sophisticated, like misrepresentation of truth. There's just nothing I need or want from them. There's nothing they can give me, right? It's so corrupt and so out of alignment with divine truth and divine wisdom that there's nothing I look to them for. Absolutely nothing. If I was in the desert and I was dying of thirst, I wouldn't take a glass of water from these people. That's how much I do not need them. I do not want them. I don't need them, right? And so please remember, don't put these people up on pedestals. Don't look to them to counsel you. Do your own research. Go see many people who know what's up, right? Go see many medical people. Watch people on YouTube. See what people are saying, right? You're going to arrive at the truth. But you have to, just as I did, we all have to take responsibility for finding our own truth and going after it. So please remember that. I love you. Before I let you go, I want to invite you, if you want to check out courses that are designed to help you be more courageous, express yourself, tune into what makes you special and different and unique, and also build a digital business around your purpose like I did, and I love it to death. I want to help you do that, either via my consulting at gmarkphillips.com/consulting, or I've got a bunch of courses. Some of them are in beta mode, which is you and I one-on-one on a Zoom call, a recorded Zoom call, and I'm going to teach you these tools and processes and things like my journaling practice, the focus and flow journaling practice, the things like I Love Manifesting, which is sharing my favorite manifestation tips and tricks, and also my personal notes from listening to Manifestation Gurus, my personal notes, which includes pretty much exclusively direct quotes from these people like Abraham or Bashar, Shri Akashrana, if I have that name right, all the people, right? Joe Vitale, Jack Canfield, all these people. But anyway, check out the courses, gmarkphillips.com/courses. They're all designed to help us become better human beings. These are the things that I use. I'm always refining them and tweaking them, and I invite you to go check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you got any value out of my rambling here, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.